Board of Supervisors back in session from a short recess. Supervisor Delbar.
Well, Mr. Chairman, looking at the record over the course of a number of years here, from my perspective, the town plan lays out the intent and the policies and the ratios and the desire to keep a blend and of commercial and residential aspects of the town. And the town plan does that very well. Over time, things have changed, and we have seen that there's an argument could be easily made that there are more slots to be available for commercial visitor serving units just based on the changes in the town. However, that would require a general plan amendment, and with the Coastal Commission's concerns and the issues that surround that process, despite the fact that the Commission's approved this before once, and it's a process that I don't think anybody's really itching to go after. The other area that we have here, and the data that we have looked at time and again, going back the number of years that Supervisor Pinch has referred to earlier, has shown that the 19 units attributable to the Art Center are not being utilized in its entirety. That's probably because 6 of them don't exist. The records show, in the data that we have in the tables, that there are 13 units attributable to the Art Center. And the maps and the papers that we see here show 13 units at the Art Center location on Little Lake Street. The other 6 were to be developed. They were potential, and if you look at the record, it shows potential units. They have not ever been developed. Those units do not exist. The data that the planning team put together, that we've dealt with twice as of late, continue to demonstrate that. So the motion that I have before you, and you have a printed copy of it, is the alternative motion in our staff report with the following language added to it. Further, evidence supplied during the public hearing process indicate that existing facilities assigned to the Mendocino Art Center have not been fully developed, and the reassignment of 4 of the 6 units provides balance and stays within the maximum number available on the table. We are not changing the total of 234 number. That stays the same. It is within, I believe, in the purview of this legislative body to move slots from one business to the other, staying within 4.13-1. If we did not have that ability, every time there was a change in a name of one of those businesses, we would have to go through a general plan amendment, and that is ludicrous. That it makes absolutely no logical sense whatsoever. So the motion that I would propose is to remove the 6 from the 19 that are not developed. Take 4 of those and apply them to this application that was the first in line years ago. That leaves 2 more for whichever business wants to go through living hell, quite frankly, to get them. And that's, again, within our purview to make this decision. Stays within the cap, stays within the character of the plan, the intent of the plan, and allows us to do our job up here and make a decision. The numbers that have been before us at time, it's our job to make the decision, and we're going to make that today. At least that's my proposal. I am tired of waiting on staff to count rooms. We asked that years ago. Asked it when Supervisor Pinchos was around, and we've asked it a couple times. It shouldn't take that long. So from that standpoint, I too am embarrassed that it's taken us a long time to get that data before us. But we've seen it, they've done it as of late, and we're making a decision today that those 6 are available. So that's the motion, Mr. Chairman.
There's a motion that's been presented.
Second.
There is a second to the motion. Supervisor Colfax. To the motion.
To the motion. I suppose the supervisor has the right to create and ask for help in the creation of any kind of language for any kind of motion that is brought before the supervisor to vote for or against. This addition only further complicates